Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the Vaal preview. This is Tuesday, the 16th of March, and for those of you that listened yesterday, I think we had an extremely good day. It shows you've got to follow horses. Follow my path. I've been following for a long, long time, and I've mentioned him in every preview he's run in the last 5 or 6 runs, and I'm waiting for blinkers on him. He got the blinkers, and he got the race at a big price, and ended up a very profitable day for us. The first race, it looked like an absolute blinder. I couldn't believe that it went to 2-1, and very pleased to be able to bring you this information. But not going to last for long, because the way things are going, we're going to have to start thinking about putting up a pay-per-view station. But at this stage, we're keeping going, and thanks to Interbet for all their help and cooperation, and enabling me to be able to do this show for you with a little increment. So we start off with this 8-race program, and it looks like a very nice card. Let me just have a look here and see what the pentrometer was, because I didn't get that down. A pentrometer is 22, and there's a 3.5 meter, 7 meter spur at the 700 meter mark. So we got that organized now as well. Right, first race, 1 o'clock, and there are a few problems that need to be discussed in racing. One of them is the time between races. To have an 8-race program like this, which doesn't inspire much excitement, and 35 minutes and 40 minutes between races is completely wrong. It just takes too long. And we got to really start looking at tightening up on our racing times. As well as that, we've got another couple of maiden handicaps. Well, with our man sitting in England running the show, there's no idea, he has no idea what's going on. So unfortunately, he thinks that he might be able to do it by Zoom or Skype or whatever. But we here on the ground working, and you cannot have maiden handicaps. They just do not work. And if you want to have them right at the bottom of the spectrum, for very, very much lower stakes, so that in the stud book and everywhere else, it goes in as a race that really is of very little consequence. Right, but we'll kick off with race 1, 1 o'clock, as I said. 1400 meter maiden platers for the work riders, an absolute 3-corner contest. Bella Belize, your 8 to 10 shot, got the form, looks like the right horse. But the two that could really trouble Bella Belize is Fascinada. Brett Weber's runner, Sam Messier, gets to jump on this one. You go back to the Aberdare form, it's got to have a very big chance on the Aberdare form. And so has Lee Express, number 11 on the card, Fabian Habib's runner, with Joe Ginguiza. And I think Lee Express might be the answer here. 2 very nice runs. You can ignore her last run. She'll improve a lot from that. But the interesting thing is Messier rode her first time out, and he's riding Fascinada. So take a close look at that, but absolute 3-cornered contest. Race 2, maiden plate 1400 meters, and another 3-way contest as well. Raise the Red Lanterns, your favorite of 15 to 10, got very good form. But the horse that might be the big improver, and certainly looks like a nice horse, is number 12, Southern Song. Ran on extremely well first time out. Luke Ferraris gets a ride. Now, interesting, Stradham's been jocked, and he hasn't got a ride in the race, so one wonders why he got jocked. Maybe he didn't ride it to instructions, which is quite often the case with jockeys, and as a result, don't get the ride next time. So Luke gets a ride, and I think he might do a job for us here. The outside of the pack, freezing fast, 12, 14 to 1. Put this into all your play. Trifectas and quartets got to go in. They look like the 3. Quintera's second run after gelding, and I thought he ran very nicely first time out. But when they go from 1,000 to 1,400 and they go second run, I can't have them. Might win, but not for me. Race 3, Progress, fillies and mares, 1,000 meters. I make Slalom Queen the right horse here. Course and distance, needed at the last start. And I think that she'd be ready to be able to win a race like this. She does look like the best filly in the race if you look at her profile. The next best filly's got to be Miracle Flight, shows a lot of pace, but I think Slalom Queen will sit and wait to pounce. Verena got some sort of chance, gets Striker, and that does help. Race 4, merit rated 96, 2,000 meters. Well, here's supposedly the best bet on the card, Narchi, hot favorite. Tough race. Not so easy. Go and have a look at Arcois. He meets him on very, very much better terms, okay? And I think that he comes into the race. He's got blinkers on him, and I put him into all my player. He's a big, big price, is Arcois, and I'd expect him to run well. Johnny Hero, Sell High, both hard knockers, both running well, both got chances. Nimcha, come back to his form, he's got to have a chance too. And Barrett got a shocking ride last time. I mean, he couldn't have been wider if he had tried, and was never. He's a big type of horse. He's the type of horse that you don't need to be trying to pull in, and as a result, he ran a shocker. But he will improve, and probably wait for another 2-4 for him. Race 5, divided fillies and mares, 2,000 meters. Well, here you pay your money and you take your chances. Last Cheer, second run after a rest, that's a big minus. Liverpool Legend might be the better of the St. John Grey runners. 1 from 2 course and distance, carries top weight. Gavin Larena gets a chance this time. And as a result, you've got to give this a very big chance. The interesting thing is Hewitson rode it last time, and he's riding Flower Season. So that gives you a key that maybe Flower Season goes into your play, and that's why this is a difficult race. Lotus got good form, but she travelled to KwaZulu-Natal last time and got beaten by not a very good field. What else is there? Piccadilly Square runs on and got to have a chance. Pucker Up, got some form. Its last run wasn't a bad run at all, and gets Krailing. And then Flying Fantasy gets a new jockey as well, gets into the race. But I think it's an extremely difficult race, and there's a lot of horses here that have got chances. Horses like Mazzari might end up running a much better race too. And that's for one reason. It's the Australian Office. Do you know what the Australian Office is? Same number and same draw. Well, every horse in KwaZulu-Natal is the Australian Office, which is a disaster, as we know, and very, very much disliked by the punters and the public. Race 6, Maiden Plate, Maiden Handicap. There's the Maiden Handicap, fillies and mares, 1,700 meters. Well, Amber Glow Star might be able to divide, but ran 4 days ago. She's got to be a big runner if she hasn't taken too much out of herself. But she's been on a tough mission, this filly, the 4-year-old. So what else is there? The 3-year-old's Masakine, probably perfectly suited by this, comes into the race well with 1.5 less than Amber Glow Star, but she should get the 6 allowance anyway, the age allowance at least. Arizona Lady got 1 kilo more than Masakine, so I would think Masakine might be the right one. Duchess Bernadette ran pretty close to Masakine last time they met. Intercity, this might be a runner. Gets a 4 kilograms off its back, it only has 53. And its first 2 runs were very nice runs. To ignore its last start, I think this filly Intercity, if Zola Jacobs can give it a decent ride, is drawn 8. That's always a problem. But these apprentices, they do get caught wide. So if he can get in Intercity, it could run very well here as well. So I'm putting a number of horses in. Race 7, Maiden Handicap, 1,700 meters. Well, I found one here. At the weight, I'm going with Opera Glass. She gets weight from all the top ones, and her form is big improver. And I like the blinkers addition. I think that really is going to make a difference to her. Chase Majan stuck with her. He's ridden her last time, and he's obviously told Stephen Moffat, put the blinkers on this filly, we'll probably get a win out of her. The distance will suit her. Everything's right about the chances that this filly's got. Gal Gadot's got very good form, and there's very little between her and Bedouin Bride on the Rosa Prima form, because if you look at it now, she gets 3 kilos from Gal Gadot. She got beaten 3 lengths or 2 lengths, and the 3 kilos will turn it around. Love Posey's got some sort of chance from the informed Peter stable. So there are a lot of horses that got chances, but I'm going to take my chances with Opera Glass. Race 8, merit rated 84, 1,500 meters. Another tough race. There's a lot of horses here that got chances. Prince Evelynov, second run after rest, won very nicely after his break, came out and dawdled in. There was support for him. The pace in the race is going to be good, so that will help some of the horses that run on. The pace is Suited Connector, that's quick, Governor's Glory showed very good pace when it won. Last time, probably too far for him, and maybe the soft going, but comes back and trip. This might be better for him. And Wakos, and I think Wakos might be able to win this. I liked him last time. He only got beaten a length and a half and looked like he was a pretty unlucky loser. I think he'll go well with a 1.5 claimer on his back. Only got 53. Supreme Dance won a very good maiden. Barna Bridge, well, we're always hoping for the Cohen family to be able to win with this one. El Romanacci, one good run. Super Mufti gets Nathan Klink. He goes, he should be able to get the best out of Super Mufti. And Magic Vision, got very good form with the 1.5 claim. Magic Vision goes into your play. So it's a very difficult race. As I said, there are a couple of races that look like field races, and there are a couple of races that I think that you can go short. So from me, James Goodman, until tomorrow, where we're going to be doing the Greyville meeting. Have a very good one. Remember, Interbet, Vegas games, that's the place to play. No limits, you can get on and have a full go. Have a good one.